Hi, nerds.
What's up?
How are you all?
I'm doing good.
Did we settle on nerds as the collective noun for our viewers?
Seems like now we have.
I feel like that we've got to make that official. Hey, we're here playing Carrot the First Seed, a game which may or may not be out yet by the time you get to watch this.
Yeah.
I think we're arranging to come out on that day.
Carrot 3.
Yeah. I'm excited for this for a couple reasons. But before we get into that, we got to do some disclaimer stuff. So, like Chase Fox's last game, I worked on this game doing proofreading and also contributed a little bit of writing for the end of this. And because we talked about doing this episode when we were negotiating compensation and stuff for that work, that means this is technically our first sponsored episode.
Sponsored content.
If I did my job right, there should be a really obnoxious kind of audio thing that just played. So, I mean, we're going to play the game anyway, but just, for full disclosure, be aware, just that feels right to mention, and it's part of YouTube's policies. I don't think that's going to change our opinion on this, even though I know what happens. I think you're going to enjoy it, Vivian. So now that that's out of the way, stick around toward the end of the episode, though, because at the end of the episode, I actually did a hour-long interview with Chase about this game and their career working on games and stuff, and it was really fascinating. So I think you should stick around to the end and listen to that as well.
Me too. I should also stick around to the end and listen to it.
Yeah, you haven't heard it yet.
I haven't.
You haven't
I
heard
know
it
nothing.
Yet. It's genuinely got some really cool stuff in there. Anyway, enough of talking it up. Let's click here to start the story.
All right.
All the vines putting... So this takes place before the other Carrot games.
Using plant magic to build the house?
Using plant magic to build the house.
Hell yeah.
I like how we can see it all come
Druids
together.
stay winning.
That they do.
Wisdom casters, so much cooler than int casters, just saying.
Oh, wow. Someone's been playing too much Baldur's Gate. Look at that. Overview of the town. It's such a nice look. See, Aurora? Flawless, wasn't it?
Marvelous, honey. Marvelous. Come on, Nyx. Let's go see your room on the second floor. Honey. Where are the stairs?
1 week later. Hello there, Nyx. So you remember Nyx from the other Carrot games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that is a creaky floorboard. Oh, look who's on... Did you see who's on the cover of that magazine?
I did. Victoria, should I wear something like this to the visit?
You should.
You didn't even look.
I don't need to. I know you're going to look good in anything.
Mom, there's a crack on the...
First step of the stairs, I know. I'm going to fix it later today.
Ties, the worst.
Ties are the worst.
The best thing about starting estrogen was realizing I'd never need to remember how to do a tie knot ever again.
Oh my gosh. Well, here's the thing, is that ties look better after taking estrogen. So, there's that problem too.
Honey, let me help.
Got it in one. Got it in one.
Something is a little bit off.
A little bit?
Victoria, can you help?
Click. Just take this over here and over the right and... Alright, now go eat your breakfast and ask someone at school to fix that for you.
Neither of them can be normal. I love it.
That's good. It's good.
I would eat that. That looks good.
It does. It also looks like it has so much dairy in it.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Bye, Mom. See you after school.
All right, see you, honey. Ruby! You forgot your lunch!
Thanks, Pearl.
Oh. Pearl? I just discovered the strangest thing. Apparently, someone who's not me or Ruby ordered 10 full baskets of strawberries from the farm, even though we only needed 1. Please tell me it wasn't you, and be honest.
Mom, I can't do both of those.
Oh, I like the bag. Never got a chance to see the bag. Oh, and we're at the classroom in the middle of...
In the middle of the sakura tree field.
Yep. Nope, that tie is not happening. Can I help? As I promised, Alice Prism will be getting the detective voice.
Hey.
You're Nyx, right?
So I was the first line, and then we swapped, and I was Ruby. I can pick up
right.
Nyx.
We did swap, and then we swapped. Right, no, I'll take Ruby. You got...
Okay, so I'm Nyx now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember who was who in the original games either, or...
It's been long
So-
enough. It's fine.
But it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, please, thank you.
Here we go. Left over right. The bunny goes through the rabbit hole and out the front. You must be Nyx. I'm Alice.
Oh, hi, Alice. Nice to meet you.
That would be your desk. Miss Elena asked me to help you if you needed anything. So if you need help, just go ahead and ask, all right? I'm especially excellent at finding things.
Sure, thank you. I will keep that in mind. Say, how do you get your look so monochromatic?
It takes some time in the morning.
I see.
Ruby's over here reading manga. Hello. Hi, everyone. Hello, Nyx.
Hi, Miss Helena.
Ready for your first day?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Lovely. So everyone, for today's morning class, we're going to do a fun group project. I want everyone to pair up with one of your friends. I have this little thing I need to attend to. I'll be back in a minute.
Pieces out, doesn't ever appear again. Love that.
Hey, you want to pair up?
Want to pair up?
I mean, yeah, sure. Huh. Get the feeling you missed something? Ugh, we are not friends.
Why not?
I don't know. We didn't even talk. He doesn't even know my name.
What's he like? Does he like strawberries?
I don't know.
Why don't you know?
Why don't you go ask him these questions yourself?
Oh, hi. Nyx, right? Hello. Hi. Yeah, that's me. Am I, like, famous or something? Well, you will be for a while. We only had one magic person in town before your family moved here. And now we have 3, so... I see. I'm Pearl, by the way. Nice to meet you, Pearl. Hi, Ruby.
Huh? Hi.
So, can I help you with anything? Oh, yeah, I want one of your lemon cupcakes. My mom was here and bought one for me. It was very delicious. Oh, sure, yeah, I remember your mom. Very cool upside-down sunflower hat. Let me go get a cupcake for you. Can I interest you in strawberry? I'll be right back.
I wonder what flavor it'll be. There's no way to know.
It's a new type of lemon that's kind of reddish.
Reddish? And also not a citrus.
Yeah, and it tastes a lot like a strawberry. Hey, what are you reading?
Oh, it's a magical girl manga.
What's that?
Oh, a magical girl. It's like
No, what's a manga?
it's like this.
Huh.
Have you ever read something like this before?
Huh. Time seems to be moving backward with each panel. Oh, wow. Is this some kind of experimental storytelling thing where you observe a story backward chronologically?
No. For this, you read from right to left.
Oh, I see. What's the story about?
It's about this girl who found out that she's a direct descendant of the head librarian of this magical library on Jupiter.
Which library?
What?
Which library on Jupiter? I've been there.
You've been to Jupiter.
Yeah. You haven't?
Jupiter, well known for its libraries.
Here you go, Nyx. Your lemon cupcake and a special welcome to the town cake. And they are both on the house. Thank you very much. What kind of cake is this? Strawberry cake. Oh, cool. I like strawberries.
Uh-oh.
That's good. You'd better. You do? Well, I should get going.
Can't do it. You activated Pearl.
Nice to meet you, Pearl. That's a nice hat, by the way. Ah, thanks. It's a part of my outfit for the visit. Oh, can't wait to see the whole thing. Well, bye, Ruby. See ya.
Oh, bye.
He's nice.
Oh. Like strawberries? Nice.
Moms, I'm home.
Hanging out on the ceiling and reading.
Hey, honey, how was school? Mom, don't fly in the house. Oh, come on. You two need to calm down. I only broke like 3 things this week. And it's only Monday. Oh, Nyx, accidents happen.
Alright. It's all good.
I didn't do anything, I swear.
Did you just fly up here?
No, I ran. What happened?
It was an accident. It seems like I've accidentally recreated Greek fire. You know, happens.
What? 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 What is that? Oh, don't worry, dear. Greek fire is purely decorative. It won't actually burn anything.
Yeah, it's just inextinguishable and has a particularly long life.
Oh, okay. Like, how long?
About 1,000 to 3,000 years.
Huh.
Victoria, I had a vision. If you're doing an experiment in your lab, you must stop it right now. Oh, hi there. I'm Gloria, Victoria's younger sister. Goodbye, audience. Oh.
From the Orias.
Yeah.
Gloria, Victoria. What's another good one with Oria? There's gotta be other
Moira.
names. Almost.
Almost. Oh no! Victoria, you have a crack on your stairs. This is a bad omen. You need to fix that immediately. In my vision, I saw some sort of explosion in your lab. And I saw pink flames, kind of like Greek fire. Oh,
Hey, Aunt Gloria.
hello.
Nice glasses.
The glasses are pretty darn good. Me. I didn't give you a card for your first day at school?
No, you didn't.
Oh, how silly of me. Hold on, I'm gonna do some elaborate magic real quick. There you go. Was it a good pull? SSR?
The first seed.
Oh. Do you know what that means? Do you get it? Do you get it? You get it, right?
I don't think I will ever get used to this. Ever.
You don't have your one aunt who knows how to break the fourth wall?
Hey, Ruby. You're early.
Oh, hey. Yeah, I had to make sure I finished color coordinating my desk, along with everyone else's.
I see. Weren't you reading the 7th volume yesterday? Why are you reading the 1st volume today?
Oh, I'm rereading it.
Huh, so you must really like it.
Yeah, I guess I do.
Well, I'm not surprised. That art is everything. I wish I could draw that well.
Oh, you draw?
Well, yeah, I mean, anyone can draw, right?
Oh no, I can't draw at all.
Aw, don't say that. My mom would be so furious if she heard that.
Huh? Oh, is your mom like an artist or something?
Yeah.
Oh, we don't actually see a whole lot of the town in Carrot, do we? Like the streets and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, hello. You must be Aurora. My name is Pearl. I work at the cafe over there. Oh, hello. Hi, Pearl. My son told me about you. Really? Only good things, I hope. Oh, of course.
Something about strawberries?
However, my son didn't tell me you're a patron of the arts. Oh, yeah, my mom asked me to come here and find an artist to paint a mural at our cafe. Huh. Wait. Can you do it? The mural, I mean. Well, I can paint a mural. Awesome! May I invite you to talk over the details at our cafe? When are you free? Gem, 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 gem.
Pearl, I love blueberry and marmalade, but even I have a limit on,
The giant parfait, the size of a human torso, that you just know has a truck's worth of strawberries in.
She got 10 bushels of strawberries. She's going to use 10
Yep,
bushels.
all at once. Hey, Mom.
Oh, hello there.
Hello, I'm Aurora.
Oh, hi, I'm Opal. Nice to meet you. You must be the artist that I asked Pearl to find.
Yes, I am. We're brainstorming, Mom. Oh, yes. I made a sketch based on your daughter's brief.
My daughter's brief.
What do you think?
Actually, I like this one a lot.
Oh, I reused that paper. That's my son's drawing. But I can paint something like this for you if you want.
That would be nice. The smirk of someone who almost got away with something. It was almost strawberries.
Hey, Ruby. Can you help me with something?
Sure. Honestly, that storefront for a manga store.
Huh. This one's interesting. Seems to take place in an imaginary world where vampires drink blood and hate garlic. Very creative.
Yeah. Concern. An alarm.
Victoria, listen to this. It's possible that Greek fire extinguishing agents can be biologically produced by a large unidentified bird spotted in Greece, which I think helps explain why no one ever discovered Greek fire in Greece.
Who said that?
Dr. Laura Helgard.
Oh, you can't trust her.
Why not?
She's a horrible academic.
Moms, I'm home. Hey, honey. You know what, Victoria? I think we should just call Aria.
Ugh, no way.
Who's Aria? Mom, you still haven't fixed the crack. She's your mom's ex-colleague, now archenemy. She's the head of the Pyromancers Guild. What's that, honey? Oh, some mangas I bought. What's a manga?
We are not calling Arya, and you're talking like I hate her or something. I don't. I despise her. Besides, I doubt she would be able to help anyway. The method for extinguishing Greek fire is still unknown, even to the Pyromancers Guild.
Only because they don't have Greek fire lying around to experiment on.
Don't worry, Nyx. I'm very close to a solution. This will be fixed before dinner.
Blam.
Huh. Or maybe tomorrow's dinner. I didn't know, look, we could do that. Concern alarm. I mean, it's not burning anything down. It's just the one room.
Yeah?
Oh no. Nyx has been converted.
The hat wall. Gotta have fancy
Hello?
hats.
Is anyone home? It is me, Marina.
Oh, hey Marina. Come in, come in.
Woohoo. There it is.
So are plaids and stripes in these days?
Oh, not yet, dear. I'm just testing my look for the visit. Woohoo.
I see.
Oh, where's Victoria, dear?
Hell yeah. Secret technique.
Detective Alice. Dr. Victoria. Full name Victoria Albatross, inventor of the Albatross classification system and creator of the Albatross flask. Well, technically I'm not a doctor anymore, just Victoria's okay. Though I still can't believe you found it. Of course I did. It's just an original blueprint of the Pyromancer Guild's library. Not a recipe for a Greek fire extinguishing agent. Good luck with your heist. What? Who said anything about, please don't tell Aurora. I won't. If you need anything else, you know where to find me. In the inexplicably moving rain cloud that also casts everything in black and white.
She's at the market, I think.
Definitely at the market.
Doing some casual, non-mysterious, fully colored grocery shopping, I guess. So, when's your spa appointment with Mom?
2 o'clock, dearie.
Ah. But, Marina, it's already 2:30 or something.
Oh, don't worry, dear. I'm a celebrity. Besides, fashionably late is always on time.
I'm ready.
Hello?
Fruit Ninja.
Oh, using your own orchard as the practical components for...
Bye, honey. See you in the evening. Bye, Mom. See ya.
Spa day. Normal spa day.
Ha! Ad break.
Ad break.
Obsidian. That's incredible.
You have to get a celebrity to advertise it.
Yeah.
Hey, Pearl made this kiwi smoothie for you.
Oh, thanks. Not strawberry, huh?
So, am I getting this right? Your mom is at a spa on the moon.
Speak of the sweet angel. Hey, Mom. Hello. Hello, honey. How are you doing? Thanks again for covering for me. No problem, Mom. I'm doing great. I just finished the first cloud. What are you doing right now? Oh, just window shopping with Marina. Gonna be home soon. See ya, honey. See ya, Mom. Bye. Bye. They're literally shopping for windows.
And I want it in every color, except cotton candy pink and lilac blue.
Literally window shopping.
Literally window shopping.
Oh, shit.
Magical 50 to pick up. Hello! Ow.
Aunt Gloria, you saved me. Thank you. This is my friend.
Oh, I know him. Oh, hello, Sapphire. It's nice to meet you, but my name is actually Ruby. Huh? It's so nice to meet you, Sapphire. Oh, I'm sorry. That's probably some clairvoyant dissonance. Do you remember that bit from the first Carrot game?
Yeah.
Hello, Ruby. It's very nice to meet you. No prob. It's nice to meet you, too. See? I can be useful. Imagine if I hadn't come. What would have happened then? Huh? What? Oh, the clouds are coming along nicely.
Thank you so much for today.
What do you mean? I didn't do anything.
You were keeping me company all day.
Anyway,
see you at school. Bye.
Oh, bye. Huh. I like the scene transitions a lot. They're always very clever.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Ruby.
Oh, hey.
Want to walk to school together?
Sure.
Are you ready for the visit?
The visit.
Grey's Anatomy, something edition.
Can't read it from back here, but oh. Sneaking.
Oh, hey, honey. Where have you been?
Nowhere.
Wait. Is that the Pyromancer's Guild's symbol on that book you're holding?
No. Hey!
Yoink. Victoria, did you steal this?
Aurora, don't fly in the house. Plantomancy beats flying, apparently.
Is this why I heard stories about you suspiciously walking in town with a giant flower? Why do you have to steal, Victoria? Why don't you just ask Arya for help?
First of all, I stole nothing. I'm borrowing it.
Oh, come on.
And second, I never officially left. And they never officially kicked me out. Technically, I'm still a part of the guild.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Of course I am. I invented this biolock myself.
Victoria, I think this whole thing is highly unnecessary.
I disagree. Huh? They changed the passcode? Aurora, fly!
Oh, now I can fly in the house? I see. I can only fly in the house when you want me to. You'll only call Arya when you want to. Everything is all about you.
Duck!
Well, I'm not helping you clean this.
Oh, the little pumpkin with the smile on it.
Moms, I'm ready. Well, at least we have cool lights for the visit. I'm glad you like them, Nyx. From the looks of it, without help from the Pyromancers Guild, they will be in our house for a really, really long time.
Fine. I will call Arya tomorrow.
Oh, hey, Pearl. Oh, hello, hello. Pearl, where is your light? Oh, you are the light. See, Ruby, only you don't get it.
Ooh, I love the backgrounds. I can just pause and look at them for so long. So, when do they usually come?
I mean, it's understandable. Greece is very far away from here. They're here! They're here!
Finally, the visit. What do you think it's going to be? It's a big The Witness puzzle.
Yeah. It's Rainbow Road.
It's Rainbow Road with a bunch of Pegasi on it.
Wow. I always wanted to see a Pegasus light flake up close since forever. What? Well, are you happy because of the amazing discovery in front of you? Or because you don't need to call Arya for help anymore?
Well, why can't it be both? Remember A Bird from Greece?
Yep.
Hey, Nyx. Pearl bought this light for you. Here you go. Do you want to try some? It's pretty good.
Ah, thanks. Hey. Pearl,
Huh?
It wasn't Pearl who made me that kiwi smoothie yesterday, right?
Maybe she said the kiwi was a brown and green strawberry.
Have you been trying to apologize for ignoring me when I tried to talk to you on my first day at school?
I'm sorry.
Well, oh, come on. It's fine.
Aw. Yay!
Yay, indeed.
New carrot game! Everyone's favorite cheeses. What a wonderful little game. I love these so much.
Yeah.
Look, you got thanks in the credits.
Holy shit.
I can't believe it. Good job, you.
Oh shit.
Oh,
You actually did.
I told you I helped out a little bit.
Hey.
Carrot 4's in development. Did you know?
I didn't,
I'm gonna
but now
say
I
it to
do.
the camera.
Learning to tie a tie.
Finally learning how to tie a tie. And a good time was had by all. That was really I really hope you enjoyed it.
I did.
What's this? Oh, good morning, Rose.
Floral graphic memory. Huh.
Yeah. Actually, this is one of the the new game is one of the things I get to talk with Chase about in the interview that you should go now listen to. Hi. I didn't I did all this preparation and then I didn't think about doing an introduction. Why don't you start by introducing yourself for everyone? Tell us who you are, what you do.
Sure. Hi, everyone who's watching this. I'm Chase. I draw, I write story, and I make video game. So, yeah, I made 3 games, and it was all of them were played on this channel.
Indeed, we've played Carrot, Carrot Pancakes and Waffles, and The Great Artists. Now, of course, we're going to talk about your games themselves in just a little bit. However, I want to start it by talking about your history as a game developer. When did you start getting like that inkling that creating games was something you wanted to do?
Yeah, so actually, um, actually, I had the urge since I was really young. I I was playing like so I have this thing where I know it's only me doing it. Nobody else will do this.
Uh-huh.
But I like to play MMO and I just walk around and I was just like I don't fight any monster. I don't collect anything. I just walk around and just see the environment. And I would like, take it as my dollhouse and I would just like talk to NPC, experience the story, and yeah, it's the weird thing I do. And then I got to play The Sims, and it was like really fun for me, really great. But it's about like American suburbia. So I was like, oh, I hope there's a version that is like something more interesting. Like, I don't know, maybe a magic school or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, it would be cool how to make game. And then I started searching when I was young, and I was like, oh, I can't do this. However, um, I s- I write and draw, so I started drawing first, and then I went to art school, but um, when but I write as a hobby, like a side hobby. Then my side hobby drawing.
Oh, so you went to school for art and then started writing on the side, and that just kind of all coalesced.
Yes, yes. So it was like um I was writing stuff for fun, and I keep it in my notebook. I would have like multiple notebooks that I would keep my story in, and I would um yeah. So I have actually more than 20 story written down already right now,
Oh, goodness.
but I I just picked carrot because it's kind of cottagecore. It's kind of fun. It's kind of light, energetic. I just thought that, well, maybe if I would sell any game, this one would sell. So yeah, that's it. And then 2 years ago, I was like, well, I just graduated, freshly graduated, and it was under COVID, so nobody is hiring anyone. So I was like, well, I might create my job. And then I decided, okay, I'm gonna download Unity, and things got out of hand. 2 years later, I'm still doing it.
So you straight up graduate art school, and then you're like, oh, crud, COVID's happening. I guess I'll just teach myself how to create video games.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, it's great that your games have found a market.
Yeah, a very, very niche one. But I'm proud of it. It's pretty incredible because like I did no promotion whatsoever. I just put it on, and I suspect it's all word of mouth.
Really? So you had no outward you had no like outreach. Well, obviously you reached out to our channel at
Yeah.
when it first came out.
Mm. So I only have my social media, and you know how far that goes. It's
Yeah.
not much with the algorithm and stuff.
Mhm.
Before this, I was like drawing fan art and virtually very minimal original art, and then I just like shift to make video games, and now I draw no fan art.
I was actually going to ask you later about your artwork, because that's I want there's a lot I want to ask you about your artwork, but actually I'm more curious about like a lot of the artwork that we see from you online now is like digital painting, right?
Yeah.
Is that the only medium you create in, or like are you working in other arts as in artistic media as well?
Not at all. It's just that um I went to this art school I went to.
Mm-hmm.
They are computer art. I
Oh.
have so the degree I had is fine art degree, which is like technically a computer art degree, which is technically also an animation degree,
Mm.
and they require you to do digital art.
I gotcha. So you never had the opportunity to work in.
I actually do it for fun. So that was not true to me as a person at all. I do origami.
Oh.
I do like pencil drawing. I do watercolor. I use oil pastel. So part of it is because I found art to be therapeutic since I was like teenager.
Oh, really?
And I just keep doing it. I just keep doing it. Basically can't stop because like it's so fun, and um I have never been hit by anything severe mentally. And I suspect it's because of this, because I do art in every way that I can imagine. I write, I do everything. So, but I only post digital art because like I got started there,
Mm-hmm.
and then I keep doing it. And um I just I just don't know if people will be interested because, even though this is my personal account, I know that if I post something that people don't like, they would like punish me. They
Really?
would, oh, they would think, well, people don't want to see your art anymore.
Mm.
Go draw something else that people want to see. It's like YouTube algorithm. It's like, uh, your recent works are not so good. We're gonna suppress your viewership
Mm.
because even though you have 1.5K like your channel,
Mm-hmm.
like it's only 100, which is like that's not right. You know, it seemed like very strange to be true.
Yeah, so you're worried that like that putting your other artwork out there would have a negative impact on your audience, on the people that you're reaching.
Yeah. But on Tumblr, it's not like that. So I get to post some on Tumblr, but usually people only click the like and share on digital art anyway.
I got so it kind of it's that kind of trap of the internet, right? Where you get pigeonholed into doing the one thing,
Mm, yeah.
and then that's what people expect from you until
By the way, since we are talking about like uh art other than digital art,
yeah.
so in my next game, photographic memory,
Oh.
I'm gonna try to incorporate watercolor painting like into the game itself
Oh my goodness.
because I to be honest, I'm kind of bored. Like digital art is, I got bored with like I can undo stuff. I can like do it in layers. I want to do something else, and like there are charm in every medium.
Yeah. I that thought you mentioned about getting bored and wanted to try something new. I see that a lot in the games that you've released so far cuz no
Oh
two of
really?
them
Oh.
play exactly the same.
Oh yeah.
Like they all share like a kind of like a vague lineage to what might broadly be considered like a visual novel, but they're all very different in how you interact with them and how they tell their stories.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you gonna ask like why did I do that?
You know what? I was planning on asking if you weren't going to bring it up. so,
Okay.
why is it like that? Why not settle into a rhythm and just do the same? Oh, I guess we already know the answer to that now, don't we?
Yeah. Like it's kind of boring, isn't it? If every game's just gonna be visual novel, like Carrot Tree.
Hmm.
Like if every game just gonna be visual novel. But okay, so I'm talking like from the perspective of an artist, it's boring. But actually, what is selling is the thing that feel exactly the same.
Yep.
That's what's selling. Let's say I might be an artist, but okay, I might be a fine artist, but I'm a lousy business person for sure. I I made the wrong choice. I I I waste my 2 years doing things that yeah, at least it is tied into a franchise, so it increased somewhat. I don't know. People gravitated toward it because it's a franchise. So if they play 3, they would go play 2 and 1.
Right, because they recognize the characters and setting and
Yeah, but it's still not the same. I'm not maximizing my profit here. So and another thing, so I do every kind of art ever existed, but I one thing I hate like the most in life is math. I hate math. So I hate which in turn mean I don't how to say this delicately. So because I hate math, I also hate programming in a way.
mm,
And because of that, I didn't understand the core idea of programming. When I first started coding, I thought, well, obviously, when I do art, I start from the scratch every time.
hmm
So, but in programming, you would have like engine, you would have system, and you work out of that system, create more variable, create gameplay loop, and that's kind of stuff. But I was like, no, and how would it be fun? But apparently, everyone is doing it, so I was like, because I have no prior knowledge of game making before I download Unity, and when I download Unity, I only read the manual. So it was like I don't understand how other people do it. I was I was starting to understand gameplay loop when I made Carrot 2,
Mm-hmm.
and um my next game I wanted to be like more fun. The Great Artist, it was whodunit mystery, and I had
Yeah.
this nice idea of like the time will still be moving forward, but you can move camera to follow the character.
Mm.
And I had that idea, so I was like, okay, has anyone done this before? Because I have never seen anyone do this. And I tried to search like, oh, okay, how do people make games? And I found out that they need there is usually a gameplay loop, and they usually these stuff like collectibles and you know,
Yeah.
that's how I found out that okay, this is actually custom in game. Before then, I had no idea.
So you were just flying blind. You were just making it up as you went along for a while there.
Yeah, pretty silly of me.
I wouldn't say that. It's incredible that you can like teach yourself to do that and produce something like that memorable at the end of it.
Oh well, thank you.
I actually want to talk about your artwork a little bit more because we already broached it here. Because a lot of what we do see from you online is your digital artwork, as you were saying that's kind of what got your audience at first, right?
Yeah.
I admit I'm not the most kind of like eloquent person to speak about like artwork and stuff, but
Oh, no
um
worries. There's actually no right way. It's just an illusion.
yeah, you know what? That's very kind. I want to talk about your use of color specifically
Sure.
because if there's one consistent thing I have noticed in your artwork, it's your use of color to make spaces that would seem drab or dull kind of like explode with life, or like cast random everyday objects in this like kind of aura of magic about them. And
Mm.
I don't know how else to explain it other than that.
I think you nailed it with the word explode. Because if I were to describe my paintings, my art, every one of them, is I want all of them to be an explosion of my imagination. So, as you can see in my story, none of the things, almost nothing, virtually nothing, makes sense.
Virtually nothing makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, like physics doesn't exist for sure in my universe, and logic, reasoning, and societal norm doesn't too. They don't. Yeah,
So that was always an intentional part of your world building, was to for things not to make sense in that
yeah.
way.
Um, how to? So I don't know how other create. Maybe you can wait in, but when I create like a world, a story, a character, I take them as my basically imaginary friends. So they're not gonna die, and uh, you know, uh, nothing bad gonna happen to them, nothing violence, and they're not gonna face like fabricated hardship in order to create tension in the story to sell that story for the people who uh, who experience it to feel a rush of emotion through it, so that they would be impressed and they would like go tell people I was so impressed. No, um, all of these they are. I like to think they are just my imaginary friends, and these things that seem dramatic are just part of their life. I have very weird philosophy. It's like this is basically me playing with Barbie, but it's character I created myself and a world I created myself. Yeah. Because I can't do that. If you do films, you need to find location. And what you can do best about world building is blending realness to your imagination. But this is animation, this is like drawing, this is painting.
Mm-hmm.
Every share has to be picked and designed by me myself, so I get to design everything. And yeah,
You have that level of complete control.
yeah,
Yeah. Kind of like what we were talking about with like The Sims or Barbie. It's just like having a world and being able to have control over how it works and how it looks.
oh my god, what a great connection. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, because the two of them are dollhouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, you're so cool.
I'm just that's just how that's just how I think about things.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's intentional on your part that your stories don't often delve into because as you were saying earlier, it's like they don't go for that kind of cheap emotional draw of like fabricated hardship, as you were saying.
Yeah.
That's an intentional decision on your part. That
Yeah, there's not gonna be a scene where my character enter a vehicle and then it's explode. No, and it's like that is just like for shock value, obviously.
yeah, I could
And
I could see that.
and yeah, that shock value impress people and it's make you feel, uh, you know, if you are like if you relate to that character, you might feel sad that that character has died. But uh these characters of mine, they are my like imaginary friends, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't intend for them to die or anything. It's they just live their life and
Yeah.
their life just what is it? It's just casually interesting, their life.
It's not like your characters lack for conflict
Hmm.
or drama or tension. It's just that drama or tension tends to come from more of a just, this is what happens when you're living your life.
Yeah. I guess it's also tied to another thing. So the kind of story I like the most is experience-based story.
Mm.
Like I don't like story with a lot of twist and turn because like you can't experience it again without because you already know what's gonna happen. So it's gonna be like stale.
So if the story relies too heavily on the twist, you don't get that same satisfaction the second time.
Yes, exactly. So I like experience-based story. So I just watched the new Barbie movie.
Oh.
Yeah, that I would consider that an experience-based story because if you watch the trailer, you know exactly what's gonna happen. It unfolds exactly what you imagine, but it's still fun because it's about character, not finding anything. Not there's no reveal. It's stick the narrative stick closely with Barbie, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just like she's here now. Oh, and then she's here. Oh, and then she's here. It's never she's gonna find something in the future. Yeah, it's the movie. I think there's foreshadowing, but I feel like it's not a lot. That's why. Yeah, there's not a lot of foreshadowing, which in turn help you uh be in the present while watching the phones.
That's a fascinating term, being in the present. So you're not thinking about like the story as a device, as a vehicle to move you somewhere. You're thinking about the story each moment that it's happening, moment to moment.
Yeah.
That's fascinating way of looking at it.
Like a whodunit story.
And I think it describes the way that your stories to like very, very well. So back on that kind of idea of your stories being like a almost like a just something to be in the present. Is there a particular like goal or message you're trying to impart in your stories, or is it just simply to create that experience and let people sit with it?
There actually is, but my character don't say them out loud
Mm.
like Hollywood movies. Yeah. So, the great artist, the message is the importance of artists and the pretentiousness of humanity. Like, yeah, no nobody guess it. Nobody guess it right. I know. So, um, can you see how they pick up glass of the drink and they never put it down till the end. Did you notice?
You know what? I had noticed that they go in, they pick it up, and that they like never put it down. I remember when I was playing through with Vivian, she would like we had been pointing out like, oh, when they're on the ceiling, was it Kyoko? I believe that goes on,
Yeah,
and they
Kyoko.
have to contort to keep the glass. And never even occurred to me that there was more to it than just they had glasses now. So
Yeah.
there's like a level of like performative sophistication to it.
Yeah, yeah, oh, exactly. So, the glasses, the drinks, they symbolize pretentiousness of humanity. As you can see, like when they fight, they don't even like. I would rather fight in style than losing,
Mm-hmm.
than winning. I would rather fight in style than winning. I don't care about winning it. I would like to be in style, holding beautiful drinks while fighting. And these uh phantom thieves, they are artists in the narrative. They are artists because um no, not in the narrative, in the metaphysics, metatextual, metatext.
Mm-hmm.
In the metatext, they are artists themselves because good artists copy, great artists steal. So they are artists.
I hadn't even put that together. That is phenomenal.
Yeah, they are
And so, like
artists.
that scene at the very end where she has to put the glass down in order to devote everything to doing and like actually stop pretending for once.
Yeah.
That's that is brilliant.
Yeah, so I'm very sneaky. Like if you look at Nyx and Ruby hair color, hair color,
Mm-hmm.
Technicolor hair. So if you look at their hair, it's pink and purple.
Mm-hmm.
What are those color according to the toy industry?
According to the toy industry, pink is generally associated with toys for girls, right?
Yeah, and purple.
And purple as well.
Yeah. So
the subversive coding of them
yeah,
as both male characters, but with traditionally feminine hair.
yeah, there's a point to almost everything. Like I can talk to a lot of them, but I will let it come organically throughout this interview, I guess.
Yeah, that's really because like it's a lot of things that like you kind of notice at once, but you like without really the prompting to think more about it, you're like, oh, I guess that's kind of cute. But then you stop later and kind of mull it over, and you're like, oh wait, hold on, there's a lot more to this. That is absolutely fascinating. Can I talk with you for a moment about process?
Yeah. Process of what?
How do your games move from idea to full completed game?
So
Like, because you mentioned that you have most of your story, like a lot of stories written out in your notebooks already, right? Is that where they start, or?
oh yeah, actually, yeah. So I have never lifted any story from my notebooks because my notebooks actually act as like foundation for ideas rather than like a complete idea.
Oh.
So what it was in my notebook wasn't that okay, they're gonna be a game called Carrot and they're gonna be a big carrot and the way to solve it is you to bend light and use magnifying glass to like magnify the light to no, that is nothing. There was nothing like that in my notebook. I think it's similar to that misconception people have with concept art. People thought, well, you design something and you put it in the final product. But no, concept art it's supposed to help you have vision about your own project. And then when you have set vision, you can streamline it. I'll make it stronger. And then you adapt what has been created into other things. So things that is like come the first will essentially, I don't know how to say it.
It's one more step in the process of refinement.
Yeah. That is exactly. When I do my games, I just start from scratch. every time. Like I said, like there's no yeah. Okay, I actually can say I only have 3 games, so I can tell you how I made those 3. So my first game, it was like, okay, I just need to try to code. So what is gonna be easy to code?
Mm-hmm.
So I went back and I found that, oh, actually, something involving mouse is the easiest to code. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do something that it's like it's gonna be point and click.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I went back again into my own memory and I remember the great times I had when I play Nancy Drew games.
Mm.
So Nancy Drew game, they are like point and click adventure
Yep.
involving puzzle and talking to NPC and stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna do Nancy Drew games. So I was like, okay, this is Nancy Drew game. My second game, it was it it was inspired by that weird thing that I told you about, like going into MMO and don't fight any monster, just collecting ingredients.
Just walking around and experiencing the space.
Yeah, just walking around, experiencing the space like it's my dollhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And even the NPC don't have dialogue that I want them to say. I would imagine it in my head. So the game is in my head, not on the screen. So I was like, okay, I want to recreate this. So I create pancakes and waffles, which is like weirdly, people don't like it. I was like, I was very disappointed when I know that, oh, actually, people don't really like this. They want something tangible.
Mm.
And I spend the most time working on this game. I was like, oh no.
That's unfortunate because there is like pancake and waffles that like your second game does by having no dialogue, it asks a lot more of the player.
Yeah.
Because it asks the player to get much more invested in the world and story and like you said, kind of fill it in for themselves what is happening here. Because there's a lot of purpose and intention behind all the details.
Exactly.
Right? Where Nyx and Ruby are scrolling through photos and there's intention to like what they're each focusing their cameras on, or
yeah, and
like, but because it's not written out or explained, and that's what folks tend to expect, like there's that extra layer of there's a lot more commitment expected from the player than one would initially assume. I think it's cool because you're asking your players to really stop and contemplate what the world you've created means, and not everyone on the first time is ready to do that or ready for that kind of experience.
yeah, apparently people thought it was unintentional. People thought it was like, okay, this is lazy and not entertaining. But I actually decided to remove everything that would give some concrete, solid thing in the game so that it would be your imagination. There is weird thing with fine art where in some exhibition they don't allow you to take a photo because every time someone see painting, photograph or something, you would just imbue it in your memory and then it change because you are human. So one painting can be millions if the viewer if millions people viewed it. So that's just my intention.
Based on like the perceiver's memory of it and what they've internalized about what they're seeing.
And that is pancake and waffles, really. But I was very disappointed that it's not entertainment to other people. But
yeah, it's I can see how like folks might have, because as you were talking about earlier, folks kind of expect the same thing over and over, right?
yeah,
People, yeah, I can imagine folks buying the sequel, being like, "Oh, this is going to be more like the first Carrot game," but no, now it's suddenly a entirely silent sequence that I'm meant to add on so much on my own.
yeah,
I'd wager that a lot of folks play video games because they kind of want to lose themselves in something happening to them, right? That's why people will zone out playing games like I don't know, like I have a game called hex cells that I'll just play and to zone out, right?
Hmm.
I don't play that game
Yeah.
to
And then there's nothing wrong about that. I'm not trying to say, well, I'm the smart one and
Right,
the
right.
others are like just the silly ones. It's just that, well, I'm disappointed that we are different. I'm disappointed that, well, so this is not a relatable thing then. I thought it would be because like I put it on the internet. I thought, well, somebody would find it relatable as I am, but that's not true.
Yeah.
Again, I'm a lousy business person. But you know, I have
that's
those
the
games
most
too.
heartbreaking thing.
I have those games too that I just like, okay, just play it because it's fun. It's maybe this thing too where okay, I make games, but I don't play games. I mean, anyone can guess, right? Like that I don't play games because like the structure of all my games is just like no one. You don't play games, obviously, so you dare to put this on Steam for people to buy. Because like I actually don't play games. Only game I have played, let's say after I graduated. After I graduated, I only play Animal Crossing, Breath of the Wild, and Splatoon. 3 games for in the span of 2 years.
And I could definitely see Animal Crossing being in the mix again with that kind of almost dollhouse aspect to it, right?
Yeah. And I don't play Animal Crossing like people play it on YouTube. Like I don't really try to maximizing space on my island or like getting the most money. I was just walk to the character and you know whatever they do, I would imagine like conversation between us that was not written in the game. You know.
Just like you were doing with MMOs and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and then that makes perfect sense how that manifests in your games as well. Then, especially with pancakes and waffles. So then, with that idea in mind, what made you then decide to go and create a whodunit mystery for your third game?
So I've always loved whodunit, and so in whodunit there would be 2 kind of whodunit. There would be a kind of whodunit where you usually in movies like this, it's like the detective is the smartest. They're even smarter than you, so they figure everything out, and you just don't. And there's other kind of whodunit where I think it's a braver kind, where there can be a detective character, but the detective character will highlight all the clue that they find all across like the story, and at the end there would be like a noticeable break for you to know that okay, they're gonna reveal. Are you ready?
This is the time for you to solve it.
Did you figure it out? And I like the second type of whodunit more, and I found it in Agatha Christie books.
Really?
Yeah, that's the only one. Because like Agatha Christie is one of I think it's the only one. I think Sherlock Holmes didn't even do this. Like Agatha Christie, she would highlight all the clues along the way. And when you read her book, it's such labor because if you don't have pen and pencil, no, if you don't have pen and paper, you just can't understand anything because there's a lot of details, and those details always matter in the end, always. And I just love it. Yeah. So basically, it's a book with basically the Great Artist is a book with, it's a digital book. And the mechanic of moving cameras, they are supposed to actually not symbolize. So it's supposed to be the camera, the security camera in museum. At first, you're gonna get to click. At first, when I designed it, I thought, well, it would be fun if the character just move and you click on security cameras to watch what happened. and you can only like watch from one angle, but I don't know how to code that. So I was like, okay, let's do this. Let's do one long hallway, and then you pan through it.
Oh, it's almost like having the entire book laid out before you, right?
And then at the end,
You've got the time to go back and forth and find all the clues.
Yes, exactly. And then at the end, you got prompted with the question, oh, so did you figure it out?
You know what? When we were playing through, I mean, well, I obviously I got
I
to play
want
that
to
game
know
before
if you got
release,
it right or not.
But when
When you play, when you like play test for me,
when I played, so I did. It just it took me a lot longer than I want to admit to figure it out. But when I was
go ahead.
When I was playing with Vivian, having that moment right there at the end where it just like stops and like, hey, are you ready for the answer? You've got it all on the table now. That was really good because it allowed her to like it gave that moment of context to be like, you've got it all on the table now. It's in your hands, player. You need to
and it's more natural in video games too. It's like more natural in video games too.
Yeah. You don't have to have like Poirot turn to the reader and be like, "I'm about to announce who the victim, who the culprit
and
is."
like in theater, you can't pause the movie. So that was my intention. So I was inspired by Agatha Christie books. You can say, I have always loved whodunit, but when a story was marketed, usually when a story was marketed as a whodunit story, it usually be the first type where the detective is the smartest, and they are even smarter than you, because you know that's how it is. I guess people like to feel, I don't know, but
They like to feel smarter than the characters in the book they're reading.
And also, like the Perot movie, all of them are the first type, and the Knife Out and Glass Onion is also the first type. An anime called Hyoka that I really like was the first type. So I was like, oh, I have to be with this book till the day I die. And then she's dead, so she's not making new ones. How would I gonna live? So I decided that, well, maybe creating one for myself, it would be fun, you know. So I want to talk about like why they are a family of phantom thieves.
Yeah, okay.
So in my notebook, I wrote it down that in the first draft of the story, there was only one detective person, and the narrative supposed to follow that person. However, I found that the way to be like to have the story be the most fun is to all the suspect to be phantom thieves, basically, like in disguise as phantom thieves, and you uncover it, so it's fun. But when I keep writing, while I was like writing it, I noticed that, well, the phantom thief seemed to be much more interesting than the detective. Like detective is boring, so I flipped it.
So now it's a story about the thieves instead of the detective.
Yeah, we should actually make it more thematically cohesive, because it's about the thief, it's about the art and artist and that kind of stuff. I flipped it, and the reason they have to be a family is because of this thing where when you live with someone, you got something from them. So, and it's like good artists copy, great artists steal. So you steal it. So basically, I probably stole something from my parents without like intentionally or not. So it's like make more sense thematically to make them family.
Let's talk about First Seed. So the First Seed is your third, I guess it's your fourth release overall, kind of the third one following the same core cast of Ruby and Nyx and their families. and it's set before the rest of the stories. In I guess in your canon, right?
Yeah.
What made you decide to go back and decide that this was the story you wanted to tell?
Yeah, so from the perspective of the player, I I was going back, but actually I wanted to tell this story in the first place.
Mm.
I've written like script for it. I have finished like the story for this since I haven't started Carrot One. But I was like, well, it's gonna be long. And I don't know how to code visual novel myself. And
So you wanted to start
so
small.
so I was to start small. So I cherry pick this one what is it? One day in a whole wide world of stories that I have. I cherry pick this one day and highlight it and make it a game first because it seemed to be like suitable because I'm aiming small.
Mm-hmm. So you actually had the story for the first seed written before you had even released your first game. And
Yeah.
that first game was kind of like just to start you off, a proof of concept,
Yeah.
almost to make sure that you knew what you were doing before you got. So the first seed, is it fair to say that was the story you always wanted? Is that one of the ones you had always wanted to tell?
Not really.
Really? Okay.
So at first, Carrot, so it was supposed to be like a love story.
Okay.
So Carrot was written when as I have put it at the end of Carrot 3, I couldn't play Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, imagine what if you would like to play it. However, before that instant, I have always wanted to create like a story where it's like a coastal town and there's like
Mm-hmm.
a love story between two people,
Mm.
and then I I start writing the character around the main protagonist, and then those people got interesting, and then I kind of make it an ensemble story instead. It's like this again. It's like the great artist where I would start somewhere else, and I was like, oh, this is more interesting, and then now it's like an ensemble piece. It's like cottagecore Downton Abbey.
I did notice that the cast that you have in your stories it's so expansive, and it always feels like there is much more going on in the lives of your cast than we ever get to see on screen at any one point.
That's correct.
How much of that do you have planned out?
I actually have planned like a lot more. Like I have like this expansive universe in my notebooks, and I just never share it to anyone. And those things that you thought, kind of weird, actually has reason behind it. I just never share it.
I remember that actually came up once when I was giving you some of the editing notes for Great Artists.
Yeah.
Because you wanted to call one of the things an Orwellian octopus, and I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not Orwellian. Orwellian means something. And I'm like, and you're like, no, but you see, there's all the sea creatures that all have different names after different authors, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, well, that makes more sense.
Yeah. I had this
There's
thing.
all this.
Yes, this makes more sense. I had this thing where I want Meredith to come in and release the Chekhovian crab,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like go into the museum, and then it's come back in the climax because it's Chekhovian
Chekhov's
to
crab.
help.
Yep.
Yeah, to help the great artist win the fight or something, but it's got scrapped.
So there is much, much more in these characters'
Yeah.
lives than we have. Yeah.
I have like
That's-
the second one and the third one planned, but it's just like it takes a long time. It takes like 6 months, at least 6
specifically
months.
for the great artists.
Yeah, specifically for the great artists. I have a full story. I have another 3 strong story planned.
Wow.
But it's just like I don't think it's gonna get released, to be honest, because the great artist it's so the worst. So it's gonna be a long time to when I revisit it again.
I see. Actually, speaking of stuff that you had planned in the future, you talked about this very briefly early on, but at the end of First Seed, you have the announcement for your next game, Floral Graphic Memory.
Oh yeah. I'm very excited.
I don't want you don't want to give away too much, but like it from what we've seen, it looks really really cool.
Oh,
And
really?
it's going to involve actual watercolor is what
Yes, but it's not in the teaser because this is gonna be like an exclusive thing for this I don't know, podcast interview.
Awesome. You heard
Yeah.
it here first.
See, I have prepared.
Oh. You know what? We started trying to talk about the First Seed, and then we talked about what you talked
Oh,
about the
no.
great artists in the future instead.
I'm really bad at this.
I just realized we kind of took a left turn. So, you know what? We're just going to let that one be.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can either see it for yourself or you can buy it for yourself on Steam or itch.io.
Please play it.
Did you like that?
Please play it.
I've been working on my pivot.
Please play it. If you buy it, I will get money. Thank you.
Excellent.
I also want to say that I actually plan to make more of this kind of visual novel because apparently it's better to stick to one type of system for your games, right? And I guess this one I'm gonna stick with this one because like it's basically digital book.
Yeah, because the way that First Seed more than any of your other games feels, it feels like you said, a digital book, like a digital picture book almost, where it moves from scene to scene. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's weird that you talked about cohesiveness because like your works have always felt very cohesive to me.
Oh, really? Oh,
But I
elaborate.
I think what ties it together for me, because you're right that they all they play differently from each other, and I'm gonna trust you. You got the numbers on this one that doesn't show up well in the sales metrics, but there was like all the stuff that we talked about, like this pervading like this overarching, not just artistic unity, but thematic unity, like the world you're presenting. Always, it always felt like even in the Great Artist, which was kind of follows a very almost entirely different cast of characters, still felt like it came from the same world that you've been building upon. And that always struck out to me more than the fact that one of them's a point and click adventure and one of them's a whodunit mystery.
Yeah, because it is, right, like I said.
Yeah.
It is because like it's from my mind and there's no executive middling at any point. It's just me, an artist, and then I have ideas for this world. And then I, when I was in art school, I was like the bottom half. I'm not
No way.
the best. Yeah, nobody ever say it's like good or anything. I'm not being depressed about it. It's just like, well, it never happened.
Yeah, I get where you were coming from.
It's very weird. After I graduated, people seem to say, well, your art is so good. People start to say, but when I was like in art school, well, nobody really cared that much, I guess.
It's the difference between art as an academic study and then art as the general public kind of sees and evaluates it, right?
That might be because I got scolded a lot where that like my art is look unfinished, which ironically it's the same thing. It's the same criticism Claude Monet got when he started Impressionist. So
I was gonna say that's one of the hallmarks of your style is that there's very rarely any like hard defined lines to anything. A lot of it feels very almost sketch like with the brush strokes and with like colors kind of bleeding over almost. And
yeah,
I want to say impressionistic, but I'm not an art person. I don't know.
I guess it is. But like I said, it's explosion of imagination. Nothing's supposed to be well defined. Nothing's supposed to be well defined. It's just explosion of imagination, and it's not like I don't want to spend more time rendering it, but I thought it was perfect this way.
Yeah.
But yeah. I don't want to sound like a pretentious artist, so I just
let yourself a little bit.
I I just want to say I am fundamentally silly. I don't think I'm a smart person. So I feel like anyone is allowed to criticize me. And yeah, I would say that because I don't hold myself too high.
Fundamentally silly. That's a great way. That's a great way of putting it. Like there's this like there's this consistent feeling of like not whimsy, not like a lack like just I want to say a lack of care, but that's not quite what I mean. Like there's a I don't want to put this. There's this almost I don't care what you think kind of feeling to your artwork in your games. Like I'm going to create them as I want to, and you can take them as is.
Oh, you put it
I wish I had a
so
snappier way of saying that.
you put it so nicely because I like to think that I draw from my memory. I just have stronger images
Mm-hmm.
of what it is in my memory. And my memory, it's obviously I have never been in that world, but it's like I have this thing in my mind and this is the exact image I have. Like nothing is pretty solid because I don't know, like unless you have photographic memory, I don't think that happened. Like when I look through what I have in my mind, it's usually like this. It's usually like okay, there would be like something off focus that would be like more defined than others, but not too well defined. And like the things around it are pretty sketchy. That's at least that's how I you know. And you're exactly right. That's why there's a lot of twisted things in my story that doesn't make sense. And that's why uh the character are just so casual about it because it's magical realism and like they wouldn't be surprised by any of this. They have lived like this their whole life.
Yeah.
So so it's like this. So my character like is like Marina. Like it makes sense. It makes sense in the text and everyone know that it is what it is. But obviously, why would it like that? Why would it be like that?
But no one thinks to question it because it's just that's
Yeah.
how it is.
Yeah, it's like Alice. I love how I have watched playthrough of my games on Twitch and YouTube, and no one questioned Alice.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's just like, okay, this is what it is.
It's just Alice is just in black and white. That's just how it is.
Yeah, that's why I put her in the start of my game, of my up character also because I think she's supposed to be like
much more so than other characters. She very like her particular differences very much stand out.
yeah
Like they kind of demand you see them and like internalize them. It's almost like you're grabbing the viewer, being like, "Hey, this is what we're doing."
Yeah, and if you get past Alice, you can go through the whole game.
Awesome. Why don't you tell the fine folks where they can find you on the internet, and I'll include the links in the description below for people to click so they
Sure.
can give you views and money.
Sure. So I'm Chase. You can find me. I'm Chase Fox on everything. On Twitter, Tumblr, Patreon, and YouTube. Oh wait, so I have planned to be a YouTuber too. So you can go subscribe and wait for my content. Twitter, I'm not gonna go. I don't think I will go there a lot.
Twitter kind of sucks now. I'm not gonna lie.
I just got an ad inside an ad the other day.
Oh my! I've had that before, like where they have you watch an ad before they play the advertised tweet in the middle of your thing. And you're like, what is going on here?
Nothing is planned.
What is this helping?
It's helping bring in the money, but it's gonna destroy the.
Is it?
Yeah, because like more ads.
Is it really helping him make money?
Well, he's not so smart. That's the point. That's the thing. It's like, well, you can't be this rich with you can't be this silly and rich and this rich. It's just
honestly, the worst thing about Twitter going under like this is that a lot of creators have made like have gotten their followings on that platform because it's had such longevity.
Yeah.
And to see it kind of spiral out so quickly without an immediate replacement means a lot of people who relied on reaching their audience that way are suddenly without. Yeah, it's
that's the other reason that I'm going to YouTube, because like it's a different thing. I have to learn a new skill, but at least I would get to have followings that is like
that doesn't evaporate when some billionaire decides, hey, what if I just messed with all this stuff over here for a bit?
Yeah.
Can people reach out to you to commission you if they want to?
Actually, they can.
If you like the channel artwork here on 8PR, if you like our icon here on 8PR, guess where we got that from?
Thank you very much.
If you're looking at that and going like, wow, that is some damn pretty artwork. I wonder where I can get some artwork like that for myself. Well, let me tell you where.
Yeah, and it's handmade. I draw them with my hands.
And let me again say, as we're closing out here, I am so glad that you took the time to reach out to us those 2 years ago, because getting the opportunity to play your games and have this bright world and colorful world in our lives has been nothing short of incredible. I sincerely, I like, and I know Vivian's not here right now, but I feel comfortable speaking on behalf of her. Your stuff is incredible.
Oh.
And if putting it out on our channel means more people get to see it, then I'm happy. I'm happy to do that, because your stuff is great. And if you're listening right now and thinking, I wonder how good these games are, go buy them. They're on Steam and itch. You can do it. No one's stopping you. In fact, you're being encouraged.
Thank you very much. This is the first time someone ever says something like this. Like, nobody ever said it before.
What?
So it's nice. No.
I'm happy to be the first then. Thank you again for chatting with me tonight.
Thank you for interviewing me. Should we say goodbye?
Yeah, let's do a quick goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.